All right, let's get a little thumbnail action with the fried alligator. Dab on them alligators. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. Now, last week you might have seen I ate something that was horrible. It's called natto, fermented soybeans, sticky, gooey, slimy. So today I decided to eat something really good. I took a poll and people voted for me to eat some alligator. So I had to go all the way up to Roseville, California. I grabbed a pound of alligator meat. Now, people have told me how this tastes. Actually, the guy at the meat market told me it tastes like chicken. And I think I've heard that before from other people. Now, aside from the alligator, I've also made some fried mushrooms. Fried mushrooms are one of my favorites. I've been eating it. I love it ever since I was a little kid. Fried mushrooms are great. If you never had them fried, you gotta try them. Now, when I was cutting the alligator into chunks, it seemed a little bit weird, like the texture, and then it had some type of membrane or something in the meat that was very hard to cut through. So I'm hoping that doesn't equate to like a very chewy kind of material inside the meat. I don't know, hopefully not. I'm just go ahead and grab a little piece and give it a taste. This is my very first bite ever of fried alligator, or any alligator for that matter. Not bad. Now, this alligator was marinated, so I really didn't season it. I just cooked it in some of that fish fry batter you can get at the store. Now, people said it tastes like chicken. I don't know if I would say that so much. I mean, maybe it has some type of similarity to chicken. It seems like frog seems more like chicken than alligator. But actually, when it was raw, it looked very much like chicken. I mean, as far as the color, the look of the meat looked a lot like chicken, but cutting through it seemed more difficult than cutting through chicken. And just how the texture is after it's fried, it seems like it's a little bit more, like a little bit tougher texture, but it's definitely good. Now I'm gonna give it a try with some hot sauce. This definitely has less of a fishy taste than the frog legs, in my opinion. With the frog legs, you could definitely tell they spent time in the water. You just got that very pronounced fishy taste. This tastes more like a land animal, I'd say. Now let's try out these fried mushrooms. The very first time I ever had fried mushrooms, my dad took me and my sister to a Kentucky Fried Chicken on Gary Street, like a block away from Fillmore. It's closed down now, but it used to be in operation back in the 80s, I think this was. And they actually had fried mushrooms on the menu. And they were so good. I mean, they were big mushrooms, juicy. They had like a very nice breading on it. Not a thick, gooey breading, but they were just awesome. And I love fried mushrooms ever since. I put some garlic powder, curry powder, and a little bit of sea salt on these mushrooms. And then I just kind of battered them, rolled them around in a little flour, and deep fried them. If you don't know about fried mushrooms, you don't know what you're missing. It's just a perfect snack. Tender, juicy, flavorful. Can't beat it. One complaint I definitely have about this alligator, this stuff was $18 for 1 pound. I don't even buy steak that expensive, and I love steak. Okay. Now, the more I look at it, I can definitely see a big difference in this alligator meat and chicken. This meat is a little tougher. It has more of a, I'm gonna say a hard texture. It's not like tough to chew through, but it just has a more solid texture. Now, if somebody gave me this and said, oh, here's some chicken, and I ate it, I probably would be able to tell that something is a little weird about this chicken. Like, it doesn't taste like regular chicken, but it is kind of similar. The more I eat it, I can kind of sense a bit of an aquatic taste. It's just not like really fishy. All right, let's throw a little dab of sriracha on there. I was really hoping people would vote for the chitlins. Like, you just really don't understand. Until you have some really well-cooked chitlins, you'll never understand the taste, the texture, everything. Like, I don't care if they make the house smell funny. It's just, oh my goodness. Some good chitlins are just incredible, man. You know, the meat market where I bought this alligator at, they had so many different types of exotic meats. I think I'm gonna have to go back there. Like, they had bison, they had rabbit, they had venison. I've never had venison. I really want to try that. They had a lot of different stuff. I don't even remember everything they had, but they had a pretty big selection of meats. They said they could even get me a whole cow's head for $70.
Beef heads are $70.
But what am I gonna do with a whole cow's head? I don't think I'll be doing that. You know, the more I eat it, the more I'm feeling like, yeah, this is very chickeny. Just imagine a piece of chicken, but with the texture, the consistency of a steak. That's kind of how this is in a way. Taste the chicken, texture of steak. So this very last piece of alligator, I'm about to just drench it in Crystal, Louisiana hot sauce, like I did that frog leg, and it was marvelous. You know, I really feel like this kind of requires a little bit more chewing. I mean, I don't know if I cooked it wrong or not, but it's not like super tender. Like, when I say the texture is like steak, I mean like a okay steak, not like a super tender filet mignon or a good old New York steak or something, you know? All right, you guys, so that was my very first taste of alligator. I hope you guys who haven't tried it can kind of get an idea of what it was like through my description and what you saw in this video. It was definitely good. I admit I'm not the best alligator chef in the world. I'm sure tons of other people could have cooked it a lot better, but it was good. It was just a little different. To me, it would take some getting used to, but I'm glad I tried it. I'll probably be eating it again next time I go down south. I got family down in Mississippi and New Orleans. I don't know. I'm sure somebody down there eats some alligator. Or they got some. I'll see. All right, you guys. That was today's video. Let me know down below in the comment box what you guys liked about alligator. You know, I'm kind of curious. Do you guys cook it by cutting it into thin strips, or do you do more like big nuggets, like kind of how I did? I feel like it would have been better being cut into thin strips. I don't know. Maybe you guys know. I'm sure some of you guys do, because a lot of you guys voted alligator, so I'm assuming some of you guys must have tried it. It's about time to end this video. The clock is ticking, and I gotta go have a sleepover at my friend's house. I appreciate all you guys for joining me for today's video, checking out the alligator meat. I gave you my honest opinion, what I thought about it, and yeah, join me for next week's video. I might be eating chitlins, I'm not sure. But we'll find out in next week's video. All right, y'all, I'm out. Peace.
This is only a test. This is a test of the emergency broadcast system.